Engage the penis! Engage it!
I was gonna throw a beanbag at a beehive. Essentially, my hubcaps were taken.
They're impossible to keep control of.
We have this annual tradition where at one of our teammates' houses, we load up the entire team into a single hot tub.
At this point, I think we should just have edibles and go to an aquarium. The audacity of this child.
Shut up, Gil. We're counting fingers. We're going counterclockwise.
Hands up!
Hands up, hands up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12.
There's a more efficient way to do this.
68.
Don't say it.
69.
Skip over. Deli can't count.
Really? 86, 87, 88, who's rubbing their toe against my leg? 90.
Alright.
Oh, Richard's my favorite.
97. 98. 99. No way! 100.
When he came in, he was like just this quiet guy that like normally probably wouldn't speak much.
When we got to 9 youth bait, I did not expect him to come on clutch with 10 fingers. No way.
And we just praised him for that because we just see the humor that he naturally has.
Is it?
Yeah. It's off. That's off.
Out of all the underclassmen, he's definitely top tier.
Yes.
Yes, Richard.
Alright, fine.
And he's just a pimp. He's just a straight pimp.
An ounce is a decent amount. What else do you measure in ounces?
Let's just say what happens in the hot tub stays in the hot tub.
I think it's an important meet just because there's not a ton of competition there, so you kind of learn how to work with your teammates.
Sushi and scallops, but she want Italian order.
So Adam, Kill, and I, we were at the front of the pack, just passing people until we were running alone. And we learned how to build off of each other and accomplish times that we never thought we'd be able to do, because most of us PR'd by 15 seconds or so, which was a big thing for the middle of the season.
If you wanna follow me, baby, just follow me. Don't act fugazi, cause that would be crazy. Rockstar lifestyle, living that shit. Pop star, iced out, 20 my wrist. Tony Montana, we going bananas. My little friend with me when we overseas. I met a shorty who's about to turn 40. I'm talking my shit, we just shooting the breeze. Brothers and Porsches, but
we've won Kewaskum, has it been 4 years now? 4 years in a row. So we need to keep the streak rolling. Gotta keep on winning that meet. It's just a fun meet overall, and everybody on the team really enjoys competing.
Could you talk about some of the conspiracy theories?
Oh,
Like
I think the biggest one is the one that gets Nash every time about
The chickens underground.
if the sun went out and we as humans had to burrow under the crust of the earth, would we be able to survive with chickens?
I brought this up 2 years ago.
Majority of the team says yes.
I don't know who was there. Nash, we were there. And Nate, I think Nate was there.
Nash doesn't see the science.
That's a really good one. I really like the Helen Keller. No way she did all of the things she said. No offense, anyone.
But basically all you need is heat lamps and light bulbs that would allow for plants to grow. And then you could have chickens eat plants. Chickens provide meat and eggs. And obviously everything would freeze above. And you'd have some type of drill system that bring water down.
And then lastly, really get into this one recently, but the pyramids, no shot those exist. Sorry. I mean, they're real, but gotta be something fishy about them.
And yeah, I think you could survive if the sun went out. Maybe not the whole population.
But anything can be brought up. I mean, you can make an argument out of anything if you want to while you're on a run.
If you ever look up a video of two giraffes fighting, you should put that like right here. It's insane. You never picture a giraffe fighting because they're like this gentle giant, but they just whip their necks at each other. And you only think about it when you're running.
My buddy, he at a national meet when they had these TAC National. He fell down at the start, was dead last, worked his way up slowly, came up to his buddy. Buddy turned to him and said, "Hey, sunshine," kept on moving, won the race.
I think it was just an exciting race because there were really competitive teams there, and it showed us that we could really compete with the top dogs. And it was towards the middle of the season, so we knew we could build up a lot more coming into the state race. It was special because it was the first time I had ever won a race. I went into that race not thinking I could win it, but Coach Jerry told me, don't be surprised. I started off a little bit slow, and I just slowly built up the pace.
Let's go, come on, Nash.
Here we go.
We're all in the same boat. We're all pushing each other on these long workouts. Everybody's going through the same thing, and I think that bond really brings together everybody.
What? What happened?
I was able to overtake the leader with about 3/4 of a mile to go, and from there it was just running scared. It was just an exhilarating feeling crossing the finish line, realizing that I had accomplished what I had always wanted to in a cross-country race.
So what got me into running was my Asian parents. They were disappointed by my substandard physical expectations, and they wanted me to get A+ in FIAD class. So they signed me up for track, and then I came across the drug called running, and I got addicted. It's a serious issue. I'm reaching out to medical help, but I don't think I can come over my running addiction. I have the runner's high every day. I often take other side elements to enhance my runner's high.
Are you saying you do performance-enhancing drugs?
Well, I would not like to state that topic without my lawyer.
What was your favorite memory of the season?
The first pasta party where I was able to literally just throw anybody off the water mat.
Okay, can I actually go in by myself though?
Come on, I will help you. I will rescue you if you can't swim.
No, I can't do that.
The Puerto Rican will swim you across. Shit.
I got scared for a second. I don't know how deep it is.
I did enjoy that.
Wait, what's the problem, Frazee?
2 of my hubcaps are gone. One of them was in my trunk and I did not put it there.
What do you think happened to him?
I don't know. Yes, because they would steal 2 plastic hubcaps for a Toyota Yaris.
After the Port Washington meet, I got a few jersey swaps. So I know jersey swaps might have been a thing in other places, but here in Wisconsin, the tradition was started by Seth Ray and Philip Houston.
There's a connection between like different schools' teams. It's just different from other sports. Like in football, you don't see other schools like hanging out and training together. That's something special for cross country and track.
During the 2021 track season, after a race, they got a picture together and put it on Strava, and after that, it just kind of blew up and was everywhere. So my goal is to keep their legacy going. I hope that all of you runners in Wisconsin keep the tradition going for them.
This is the last cross country race.
Running is like potatoes.
Like a ton of people final stretch.
I would have guessed they are probably in the room with me. Oh, yeah.
I was just on a journey to save my season.
That's a really fun final stretch to have.
The only thing that was guaranteed is that Andrew didn't know where his hubcaps went.